Okay, number 5. Number 5 tells us to find h of x, and they want you to divide f of x divided by g of x. So what they're originally asking you to do is to take this function, 5x to the third minus 2 of x plus 3, and divide it by x minus 3. Well, we never showed you guys how to do division using fractions like this. So what we're going to do instead is we are going to use division. We're just going to use the synthetic division. Okay. If you're dividing by x minus 3, that means we're going to put 3 in the box. And then I'm going to put all of my coefficients up top. Now again, be careful. I see a fourth power, I see a third power, but I don't see the quadratic term. So be careful of those zeros. So 3, 5, there's no quadratic, so that becomes a 0, -2, and 3. Okay, let's do synthetic. Drop the 3, that's 9. That gives me 14. Do the multiplication, 30, that's 42. These numbers are getting crazy, that's okay. I get 42. When I multiply that by 3, I get 126. Okay, that'll give me 124. And when I multiply that by 3, let's see if I can do this in my head, 372. So then I add, I get 375 as my remainder. Okay. All right. There's a lot going on here. They want us to find h of x, which is technically the function we get after we do the division. So I need to take this and somehow turn this into a function or a solution. So if you notice, I started with a fourth power up here, 3x to the fourth. So that means when I do synthetic division, this is now going to be 3x to the third. It's going to start with a power of 3. So it becomes 3x to the third plus 14x squared plus 42x plus 124. Now, how do you write your remainder? So to write the remainder, that's kind of what's left over. So it's a positive number, so I'm going to write plus 375 over what I was dividing by, and I was dividing by x minus 3. And there is your solution. Okay? Pay attention, because the way we approach this very similar to what we did in problem number 4. Okay, but number 4 asked us just to do an evaluation. They're saying plug in -2 for x, see what you get out. So my answer in number 4 is just a number. In number 5, they wanted to know what h of x equals. Well, technically, h of x is that entire function here, so we have to write everything out. All right, same thing with number 6. They're telling you to divide two things. Well, you're taking this function and you're dividing it by f of x. So we're going to do synthetic division one more time. In here, I'm putting what I divided by, which was x plus 5. We're going to use -5 there. And up top, I put my coefficients, 1, 3, 0, -7. And let's do the synthetic. Drop the 1, that's -5, becomes -2. Multiply, you get 10. Multiply again, you get -50. So when you add, you get -57 as your remainder. And again, they're asking us to just do the division and tell us what you get. So I need to turn this into a function now. So after I did the division, oh, that didn't work out. Here's what was left over. It started as a cubic. So now that 1 becomes 1x squared. I see -2x plus 10. Okay, because this is negative, you're going to write -57 over what we were dividing by. Now I see a 5 here, but technically we're dividing by x plus 5, so I put x plus 5 in here. Okay, so note to self, pay attention to the directions so you know how to write your answers. Okay, I gave you examples on the first 6. You guys try the next page by yourself, and if you're having any questions, please get in to see us. All right, good luck and let us know.